In your view, what would you say influenced the appointments of the new cabinet? We've seen that very few reappointments and quite a lot of fresh faces also that have joined the executive branch that was, of course, recently announced by Her Excellency the President Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. How would you sum up what we have seen happen on Saturday this weekend?
It's too early to judge because we will have to evaluate them in terms of their performances from now on to 100 days. But one could sum it up in the sense that it is a combination of politics, but also technocrats, young people, women, and I think women are in the majority. So it's completely something that we never experienced from the other past presidents in terms of appointing their cabinets. But I do have my concerns, largely looking at the people that have been appointed in terms of experience in governance and government affairs. So there I have some reservations, but as I say that, let's give them the benefit of the doubt, and then we will see how they will perform. My other concern is the measures of the ministries. For example, let's take the Ministry of Education, which is now having higher education, basic education, sport, and culture. It's a lot in one. So it really will require more focused attention and more rethinking how to implement it. But other than that, let's see. That's what we have now. And I'm also have a concern with the appointment at the health there in terms of experience. But I think that is a non-issue.
Very well. Now, there are also former ministers, although being members of parliament, they do not feature in the new cabinet. What are your comments on this? And because especially you mentioning that experience also somewhat lacks in what we've seen in the new appointments.
What?
Talk to us about, several former cabinet ministers who are members of parliament but do not feature in the new cabinet. What are your comments on this?
Well, it's not an entitlement that simply because you are in parliament that you're given a position, simply because that you are a former minister, you must be given a position. The power to appoint lies with the president, and the president decides to appoint based on what team he or she wants to work with. So I don't think we should make a big deal that some senior politicians and former ministers have been left out. So really the responsibility lies with the appointing authority, and in this case is Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. So we don't know what is the reason behind her appointment, but I think she's the only one that can justify why she appointed the way she appointed. So nobody should feel that because they were left out and that they are entitled to be appointed. No.
Very well. How strong do the new appointment make the swap-up benches in Parliament? Just give us your analysis on what your thoughts are on this. How strong do the new appointments make the swap-up benches in Parliament?
We, as I say that these new appointees are completely apolitical, if I may say so, with the exception of the few like the Ngurare and Nekundi and Mbwende, perhaps, but the majority are really apolitical figures, and I think they were appointed based on technocratic skills. So what we are seeing is that there is a detachment between the SWAPO representative in parliament and the technocrats or the appointees that are in government. So that's one of the issues that they will need to manage to make sure that the two are aligned in terms of SWAPO politics, but also in terms of the government, the goal of governance and government.